Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live, Crossfire. We got MIR, we got Arc, and we got a battle between the top two teams this season. Both have been playing at an extremely high level. I'm going to show you a stat that is absolutely unbelievable for this point in the season. Mind blown how close. Win-losses are a little different, but the point differential between MIR and Arc right now is amazing. Before we get into that, I do have a couple announcements. I see Valar, show them how to super chat it. You better believe it. Hello, 99 Army Kills, great mods, channel members, PDL trivia, bundle, burn coin, kills coin. Everything that Valar says in there, super, super special. We got so much support in our channel when we have trivia on a Tuesday night and you guys show up and you guys play it and you support it and support my main man, Little Kills. I appreciate that. We did make an announcement today. There's just a lot of conflicting schedules on Wednesday, so I just decided it was best to hold off on Wednesday's game until we get a little bit more clarity. So didn't want you guys to wait till the last minute. We will have a PDL something on Wednesday. I don't know what it's going to be yet, so hold tight on that. We'll have trivia on Thursday. Friday night, we continue what I think is one of the best chapters we've ever had. We introduced you guys to the Wicked last week. The Wicked are crazy, crazy serious when it comes to what they're going to do to you guys. So you better be prepared. And then this coming up Saturday, you better believe it, Swarm raids are back. Now listen up. I will put a special RSVP for you guys on Thursday. Don't message me before Thursday. But if you want in, it is a timed swarm raid, and it will have to do with clues for the Castle of Gavel. It will have clues for a future chapter. So if you want to get in, I will make an announcement on Thursday. You'll have a certain amount of time to reserve your spot. There's only going to be so many people that are going to do this castle raid. So be prepared for that. It's going to be a fun event. Absolutely fun event. So I suggest you guys RSVP when the door opens. We've also got inventory will be next weekend. 1 week from this weekend. We're going to get your inventory out. So just got some really, really cool stuff. Look at Irish Dave. We got Irish Dave coming back to PDL World. What's up, Dave? Good to see you. So shout out to Deadly Dimes. Good luck tonight. Arc and MIR playing. Brand new format that we created. It's going to be called the MASSACRE event. And we've also got a super shout out to Trigger. What night is it? What is tonight's night for all of our PDL fans that are watching? Trigger's Army. Ranger Chris, I know you're watching, my man. It is that one night of the week we get together. It is date night, baby. It's date night. Ranger Chris, appreciate you and all of Trigger's Army watching. Kathy, Patty, Seth, Mike, Amon, the other Mike, and Mike. We appreciate you guys and everybody watching the playback. And we used to have so much fun. I do have something I have to say, though, because I saw Irish Dave in the house. How many people were in the Walking Dead stream last night? We did. We had a blast. We had a lot of fun. Who was there last night with us? I don't care if you watched it early. Who was there? That's right. If you weren't there, I got a bone to pick with you. So all of our PDL players, if you guys can't stay up 30 minutes after The Walking Dead, then we're gonna start to have some words. So I need all of the PDL players to show up in full force. When we get to Daryl Dixon on September 10th, all of y'all need to get in that stream. Ron, I'm talking to you. JJ, all of my people that were there and all the people that weren't there, you guys need to get out and support the Daryl Dixon show, because we are going to be talking about it. We had a lot of fun last night. Dimes is like, Kills, you are so hyped right now. We missed it. Right. JJ was there. So JJ was there, and then the people that weren't there. Both. Support for the people that were watching and cheering, and then the people that didn't make it. I'm calling you guys out. You better be there for Daryl Dixon. Okay. Right? We had a blast. Irish Dave, I mean, we were coming up with theories and predictions and recaps. It was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So really, really good to get back. And, I saw Dave there last night. Nav Malcolm was there last night. I've not seen Nav in a little while. Corey had a blast last night. So, yeah, just some of the people we haven't seen in a long time. And we're still doing our thing. All right, let's get into some Play Dead Live. So, with our PvP tonight, let me show you the standings to start out. Of course, we got MIR, we got ARC, and take a look at the standings. ARC 8-2, MIR 7-4. Do you guys see the difference between the point differential between MIR and ARC? 4 points differential. MIR's got a 1567 point differential, and ARC has a 1563. That's crazy after like 10 games. So we know the matches tonight are called Massacre matches. The difference tonight is going to be each captain, and that'll be B-Dub and that'll be Jim, get to choose one class ability one time. So after tonight, you guys are really going to be appreciating your class abilities. So those of you playing tonight, don't give me any SP3s. Don't give me any preventions. Your class captain, the captain of your team, is going to let me know when and where they're going to use that prevention. Otherwise, it's going to be a fast-flowing game. All right, so you can see next week we got pick 3, a little different. This was suggested by B-Dub. I'm excited about this too. Next week we got the pick 3, and it's going to be a surprise. You're not going to know. You're going to be playing the game, and you're going to not know which one scored points for you and which ones didn't. So that'll be a little wild Monday and Wednesday. 7th and 9th, we got normal matches, no special predictions there. And then we got August 14th to 16th, we got the rematch of the Massacre events that we got right now. Yes, so they're going to pick what to take away, but you're not going to know until the end of the game. Pretty cool. All right, and then you can see our 6-time defending champions over there on the right side. You see the avatars. You know who they are. All right, let's take you over to player control points. Special shout out to the assassin Julia Muse. And I'm going to go through all of our leaders and give some acknowledgments to the leaders of each of these categories that work so hard to rise to the top of each one of these. We've got Bombers, Kel, Julia, and Dow. The top, they're all tied right now. Who will pull away? We'll find out. A couple of them playing tonight. All 3 of them playing tonight. Let's go to DZ. We got, look at JJ. JJ with 10 wins, dominating the DZ up to 975 points. JJ keeping the DZ rolling, staking her claim on the DZ. We go over to the Range Rover. We got Julia Deadly Dimes, Moonshot, top 3. Go to Submarine. Submarine, we got JJ again. 7 waves from JJ, 175 points. Take a look at the Cannonballs. Cannonballs, we've got Justice with 10, B-Dub with 7, and Craven now with 7, tied with B-Dub. Over to the Temple, Justice with 6. Justice, a little bit of a cold streak lately. They called on to him, but he's still got a pretty big lead. B-Dub, Dow, Craven, all tied for 2nd. Take you over to the Turret Award. Poor Animal. Animal was pulling away and then was late to the last game and missed out on his turret. Riley's got a chance to tie him tonight. So check that out. Ace Award. Riley and Animal top 2. Sheila not far behind. Take a look at the Ruffled Feather. This is Killing Blows, Gemstone, Pope, and Father Ron. Stealth Bomber, JJ, and Dow. JJ and Dow. Watchtower. JJ. Come on, JJ. Leave some for somebody else. JJ, Craven, and Cat. Strawman, no change in the Strawman the last couple of weeks. So my challenge to all of you guys to get up on the leaderboard. You can see we got a lot of players right there, just kind of middle of the pack, that we slowly been getting like a player on there. But somebody's going to have to make a run at the Strawman Award. We got Ocean Man with the only Spyglass, and we got Kel with the only Bullseye. So a lot of fun with these PCP categories. So keep it going, everybody. It's not only date night, that within date night, there's a certain time, and that's right, Father Ron says it's roll time, baby. So, I'm pretty excited. You guys can tell I'm pretty excited, right? We did a box event last week, and we're getting caught up with all the birthday boxes and all the events and all those things. So now you guys can probably start to see some of these packs are going to be paid off pretty soon. So we're going to have another box event in about 3 weeks once we get the inventory out. So then we'll give away probably even more. So if you are from Vox or Sly, give me your numbers from 1 to 20. We're going to give away a pack in not the next box event, but the September box event. So I need Vox and I need Sly. Get those numbers in there, 1 to 20. Let's see who's going to win something. I want to give some more away. We got to do more events so we can give more away. If you're watching and you want to play Dead Live and you haven't rolled a character, roll a number. You can participate in our box event. We'll give you some free packs so you can get geared and start out. Here we go. 1 to 20, everybody. All right, 20-sided die, and let's roll it. We got number 15. Do we have anybody with 15? Nope, no 15. I'm going to roll them again. Look, you know what? Irish Dave might win this thing. Here we go. Number 12. Father Ron, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Father Ron a free pack. I'm going to give Irish Dave a free pack. And y'all all be nice to him. Maybe he's going to want to play some Play Dead Live with us. How about that? I'll let you guys reach out. All right. Kel, add Irish Dave to the list. Next box event, we're going to send him an invitation, and we're going to get him in the box opening event. All right, so we've seen player control points. Real quick, let's go to tonight's Epic War Bundle. I'm going to run through this. This is a lot of this by request. And if you guys can all do me a favor, give me a 999, and I'm going to load up tonight's bundle for you guys. Okay? I'm going to start out with a silver. Silver, we got ASC, Iron. These are our pre-match elixirs. Dragon Smoke, Rage Potion, 5 post-battle pet revives, Flexite, Zircon, 1 of each of your waxes for protection. And your red bundle tonight, Cursed Red, Krampus, Ravage, Combat Orbs, Red Summon Skin, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9, Terror 10. And if you guys make a little noise, I will double up that red bundle tonight. I'm going to double it up. So everything in that red bundle and the Terror 10, I'm going to give you guys 2 of. Go to your gold. Cursed Red, Krampus, Secure, Cursed Death, Cursed Defense, both gems to go in your gear. Gold summon or gold weapon scans, gold summon scans, Cursed Base, Orange, Crush by request. I'm going to give you 20 standard ammo, 20 red gel, green bundle, Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Arc Ice, Stellar, Bolster. I'm going to give you 1 St. Elmo in tonight's bundle. Diablo by request, Heal Smoke by request, and up top, Mythic Summon Scans, Colossal Summon Scans, Immortal Summon Scans, and if you have not heard yet, brand new pet we added to the game. This is Minion. Minion is the final pet in the Destroyer Gear series. Minion is not able to be played tonight. But what it does is it is like Stasis, but it prevents players from playing passive pets and scoring pets. And you can stack it. It's also the first pet that you can double stack on somebody. You can play a Stasis on Justice, and then you can play a Minion on Justice as well, and he's stuck with 2 pets. First time we can do that, double up your pet. Kel, We got a lot of people picked up his pet tonight, so big thank you to all of you guys. Kel's going to let you know who picked it up, and then we will get into, yeah, it's good. It's really good. I mean, it's the last pet of the Destroyer set. If you guys want to see all the cool Destroyer stuff, look at this set. We got one more piece of gear to roll out from Destroyer. But there's Minion. And left side, 16 pieces of Destroyer red gear. Right side, 16 pieces of Destroyer black gear. And one more piece of gear will complete the set. And that'll be coming out for you guys next week. All right, there you go. We got Julia, B-Dub, Dimes, Justice, Valar, Fly, Bones, Father Ron, Dow, JJ, Crimson Trigger, Jim, MIR Problem Child, Craven, Cat, Pope, Football, Dr. Die, and Kel. Now, here's what I'm going to do. No pressure. I'm going to put this on reserve, okay? Because I don't have a faction yet. I haven't made a decision. But I'm going to pick up tonight's bundle. Not yet. But if we can get Irish Dave, we can get a few other players from our Walking Dead stream and Play Dead Live, I will, well, not tonight's bundle because you guys already got it. I will give away a free bundle to a player that can get a couple of those players in the game, and also I will give a bundle to that new player to get them started out. So to the person that can successfully bring them into Play Dead Live, and also to the person that is playing. There you go. So now you guys got a little bit of incentive. We'll do a little bit more with that. And, because our game is not just PvP. It's Faction Wars. It's a cool story on Friday nights. It's random events on a weekend. A little bit of everything. So, and with our Walking Dead streams, I think we're going to be bringing in more faces. And the portal. With our web portal, so close to being completed. Sky's the limit. All right. Thank you, everybody. And let's get to players playing tonight, your pre-match buffs. I need Kel, B-Dub, Flyrod, Moonshot, Dow, Jim, Julia, and Valar. Those 8 players should be giving me your pre-match buffs. I see Moonshot. I see Dow, JJ, the champ, Flyrod, Julia, Valar, Gemstone, Kel. Look at that. We got everybody set up. So buckle up. Brand new style. It is a little confusing in the beginning, but it's very easy to learn. We got B-Dub right there as well, too. Sorry, B-Dub. Thought I counted 8, but there was only 7. But that is number 8. All right, I'm going to take you down. We got Ark's field tonight. We got the icy tundra of Ark, home field advantage. So here we go. These are your avatars. Also, if you're new to Play Dead Live, we make you a custom avatar. You get to join a group, get to hang out with that group whenever you want, talk strategies. Oh, well, come on, JJ. Give me that buff. All right, JJ's going to give us her buff, and I'm going to give you tonight's lineup and how it's turn-based combat, 20-second timers. So starting out, you can see in the top right-hand corner, going first for team. Oh, well, there you go. JJ's not starting. That's why she didn't. It makes sense. Now I get it. All right. So, yeah, that's why she's not on the map, right? Starting out going first, we got Team Ark in the DZ. Defensive zone, we got Valar. Valar will be followed by B-Dub, who is the captain tonight. B-Dub is over on the left side behind the walls. B-Dub is in the bomber zone. B-Dub will be followed by Gemstone. Jim is the captain. She is also sieging tonight. Gemstone is in the bomber zone for Ark. Jim is followed by the champ Flyrod in the rover zone tonight, mixing it up a little bit. Flyrod will be followed by Julia. Julia is the challenger tonight for Team Mark, and she's in the rover zone. Julia followed by Kel. Kel is sieging and in the tank zone, and MIR did choose tanks, as you can see. Kel is going to be followed by Dow. Dow is in the tank zone, and you can see he chose tanks as well. And last and not least in the DZ tonight is the Marshall Moonshot. All right. Remember, timers cannot be challenged. We will start out with Villar. Villar, 20-second timer to you from the DZ. Let's kick this match off right now. Just 20 seconds to get her move in. After Villar, we will have B-Dub. Well, hold on. What are we waiting on? Moon challenging already. You may have. Yep, MIR did choose the battle. MIR chose the battleship. All right, let me change that up. Put the battleship down there. There you go. All right. Now, Villar, 20-second timer. All right, Villar, you're up. MIR chose battleship. Ark chose tank. Irish Dave, there you go. Irish Dave. Already, look, a member of the channel. Boss to Main Street. All right, we'll take Boss. Put it on Main Street for Villar. Villar playing into 1. It would cap in round 3. We know it's worth 250 points if it caps. Villar is going to activate the brand new robe, and it is a legendary item called the Render Robe. Moonshot, I need you to sacrifice 4 of your scoring pets, sir. You can pick whichever 4, and everybody will take note. That could be Watcher, Orbital, Kang, you name it. Villar is going to make you sacrifice 4 of them. She's also going to play Pet Repel and Absorption. Going to play Flourish Wand. Flourish Wand is going to put an Absorption there for somebody to run through. It's also going to take the green wands off the board. Denim to the Temple and 2 charges of Mass Destruction. All right, it does hit, so Moon will get to that in 1 second. He's probably like, I wasn't at the box event. What the hell's that item? It's some crazy new items, Moon. All right, Boss is good. Activate the robe. We got Moon working on 4 sacrifices. Pet Repel, Absorption, Flourish, Denim to the Temple, and Mass Destruction is going to put out that flame. So we got a Temple Chamber that is now open. All right, let's go from Villar over to B-Dub. B-Dub, 20-second timer. Timer is up. She beat the timer. And you guys can see, you know what? And Moon, if you do have another one, as long as you don't play it, it's fine. I mean, that was kind of the purpose of it. So Moon is sacrificing 3, Cinder, Orbital, and Kang. So all of his scoring pets are out of play. If he does find out he has another one, then we'll figure it out. But it's up 2-3. B-Dub playing a Sleet Wand. All right, so let's put a block of ice on that. Will take the blue wands out of play. Going to move to the Temple Steps. Going to put Dark Boss on Main Street. We got some Main Street action there. We got Villar on Main Street. We got B-Dub on Main Street. Playing in 1, would cap in 3, and it could potentially be worth 25 if there's caps. Going to play Pet Repel. And Whammo with Doom. Going to go Mythic Psycho from Julia. Psycho coming out early. And the Mythic Psycho is going to hit B-Dub's Absorption for 30. And it's going to take her down to 90 after the excess. Sleet Wand is good. Moves to Temple Steps. Dark Boss to challenge Main Street. Pet Repel. And the shot is stopped with the Mythic Psycho. All right, let's go over to Gemstone. Jim, 20-second timer to you. Jim beats the timer. Go ahead over to their bomber zone. Dark Boss to their chest. Jim playing Dark Boss in 1. Could cap in 3. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower. Let's give her a 10-point Elmo and light up the first Watchtower. Going to hinder B-Dub to give her a -2. All right, and she's playing MASSACRE. So MASSACRE, I'm going to roll a 12-sided die. If it is an 8 to a 12, there is no hinder. If it is a 1 through a 7, in the corresponding round, it is a War Dragon. So if it's a 1 to a 7, MIR will have a nerf of -1 hinder in that round. First time we've seen it. So let's get the 12-sider. Here we go. It is a 9. It is a 9. There will be no MASSACRE nerf. It had to be a 1 through a 7. 9 to 12 is a no-go. But we will probably see that on a pretty regular basis. Good try, though. Bomber Zone, Seal. Let's give Gemstone a Seal. All right, let's go over to the champ. Fly Rod, you got 20 seconds. All right, we got Fly Rod's going to get into Rover. Once he gets into Rover, he is going to get a tire for Team MIR. There's the tire bonus. That's a 25-point bonus. Does beat the timer. Going to play boss to their chest, so they stack Main Street, but Fly Rod's going to play it on the other side as well, playing into 1, would cap in round 3. Going to go Seal and Thrill. Just an extra layer of protection. Going to go S6 Rapture loaded to the wall with Charge of Mass Destruction. Gemstone, S6 Rapture loaded. All right. And he did move to their DZ as well. All right, Fly Rod Rover, moving over to the DZ zone. Because he's in a Rover, he can throw all the way across the field. And it does hit. So we know because the Rapture hits, we're going to give him a Teardrop, which is going to lighten up that number 7 block. And an S6 Rapture, it's early. Fly Rod taking down black block. And half of a green block, 50 green remaining. MIR getting on the board with a little bit of wall damage. All right, let's go from Fly Rod over to the Assassin, Julia Muse. 20 seconds for you, Julia. Beats the timer. All right, Julia, brand new pet, going to summon Stonehenge. Now, Stonehenge is going to put an absorption on the first and the last available blocks. Not a seal. It's not like a Sleet Wand, but it is going to nerf that block right there. It's also going to nerf this block right there. So it does serve to slow things down a little bit. She's going to jump into Rover. Julie also getting a tire, so 25 points for Team Arc. Julie going to move into the temple. Going to drop a seal. Going to hinder Kel. And Wedding Crasher to their Main Street boss. All right, Stonehenge is good. Rover's good. Move to the temple's good. Seal, F4 Wedding Crasher, it hits. And that's going to be B-Dub's boss, and she has a lot of health. So F4, you get a shot on it, but it ain't going to be a huge shot with the F4. B-Dub's boss taken. 14% damage. B-Dub, I got your boss down to 86%. All right, let's go from Julia over to Kel. Kel, 20-second timer for you. Kel beats the timer. All right, she's going to jump into Battleship. When she jumps into Battleship, she does get the Cannonball. Because they got the tire and the Cannonball, they will activate the Sentry Gun in round number 5. She's going to move over to their DZ. Got Kel and Fly Rod and Valar all in the DZ. Watcher to the Watchtower, a seal and an absorption. All right, they are playing Watcher, which means Watchtower number 2 will take a F5 in order to, F5 and a specialty grenade in order to light it. Cadet to the Temple Flame, and we got him up to Mass Destruction 4. All right, so that flame is put out. Real quick recap. Kel jumps into Battleship, moves to their DZ. Watcher to the Watchtower. Seal absorption, Cadet, all good and all within the timer. Let's go over to Dow. Dow, 20-second timer from Ark's Tank Zone. After Dow, we got Moonshot, who will finish out the round. All right, Dow's going to get in the tank. He gets Cannonball, so both teams getting the Cannonball and the tire. So we'll have Sentry Guns lit up. Dow's going to move over to the Temple Steps. Going to go 8-7, Cosmic Violet. Double Red Gel. The B-Dub's boss on Main Street. And a gold Benny. Now this one's a little more serious. this one got some attention. All right, I'm put gold Benny over there. All right, so gold Benny is going to hit. It's going to take B-Dub's boss from 86 down to 70, just below 75, just below 76. And gold Psycho from B-Dub. Each team's using one Psycho. Gold Psycho hit Dow to break his gear absorption. It will stop that big Cosmic Violet shot coming in. He's in the tank. Temple. Big shot from the Cosmic Violet. Strongest weapon in the game still. It is all shut down. And the 20 from the Gold Psycho will take out his gear absorption. All right, let's go to the Marshall. 20-second timer for Moon. Final move of round number 1. Timer's up. Moon did not beat the timer. We're going to give him a 20-second nerf timer. If this one expires, it'll be a 10% nerf to his attack. All right. I'm not going to count a timer because he probably typed sub. So I'm going to give him the points back on the timer. So he's going to use the submarine. So submarine is off the board. Is going to knock Julia out of the temple and out of her rover. We're going to give Moon a wave award. 25-point wave. And that is the end of round number 1. Good round. Nobody missed the timer. Everybody's perfect so far. At the end of the round, Dow is going to rotate into the temple. B-Dub is going to rotate into the temple. That means Dow's going to get a blessing. B-Dub will get a blessing. Moonshot's going to get a halo. Valar will get a halo. Gemstone is going to dim the Bomber Zone, Dragonstone. Kel is going to dim the other one, the Arc DZ. Strawman is 0-0. MIR with 25 points in the DZ. Arc was 0. MIR got theirs. They neutralized Arcs. And the Temple, first round, controlled by B-Dub and also Dow. All right, we're going to go to round number 2. Round number 2, we start out with Valar. 20 seconds, V. Classic battle between MIR and Arc. First time we've ever had the MASSACRE match, so it's going to be even more fun. Timer's up. She did beat the timer. She's going to go Mythic Kang to her boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63 if it caps. Going to go Dragon Smoke. To relight the Dragon Stone. All right. So, two things. It's a minus 25 for a double line. Initially, you typed their wall. You changed it to your wall. And in order to hit their wall, your wall, you still have to leave the DZ. So that was a tough one because you had no range from your own DZ. So I'm going to move you down here within range of the wall. Kang is good. She played a Dragon Smoke. Initially, F4 Trixie to their wall. She typed a double line to correct it. It's corrected. She typed it before B-Dub says hit, so she does get the new target. She's going to Blue Spark. She's going to hinder Kel. Kel now has a -4 hinder. And she breaks the ice block. And she hits B-Dub's boss with a F5 Trixie, which is going to take B-Dub's boss from a 75 down to a 69. All right. All good. Let's go from Valar over to B-Dub. B-Dub, you got a 20-second timer. B-Dub beats the timer pretty easily. Let's send Mythic Kang over to Fly's boss. Could be worth 63 if it caps. MIR Smoke to the Main Street boss. And S6 Whammo Red Gel to Main Street boss with Mass Destruction 2. Kang is good. MIR Smoke. Now, MIR Smoke is not resolved. So, nothing special about this attack. It will resolve next turn. Red Dark Psycho from Gemstone. All right, final Psycho. The red from the Dark Psycho is going to hit B-Dub, take her down to 80. And B-Dub, you cannot use a legacy item in your next round. No legacy, pets, or weapons or anything along those lines. B-Dub's going to absorb it, keep herself at 90%. Everything else is good. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone. From the bomber zone, 20 seconds, Jim. Timer is up. Beats the timer. It's going to move to their O-zone. All right, we got a pretty long path here. Could be a movement penalty for this because she has to go all the way down to the DZ, around the DZ, and across the bridge. See what other action she has. She's going to use the Shifting Winds wand. Nice move there. It's going to move that Mirror Smoke over to Mirror's Boss. Well done. And the air wands are out of play. Purple wands are gone. Move to Ozone, Shifting Winds, Gold Kang, and wand is free. You got no sparks and no legends, so no movement penalty, you're fine. Pet Repel is good. All right, so Gold Kang. And she's playing Gold Kang to her boss. Could be worth 55 if it caps. Ozone, Wand, Kang, Pet Repel, S6 Elmo to the Watchtower. They are going to light the second Watchtower, and she made the requirement for it. And another 10 points for Elmos. All right, let's kick it over to the champ from the DZ. Fly Rod, you got 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Fly going to play Mirror Smoke to Main Street Boss. And again, it's unresolved, so it doesn't affect this turn. So both have Mirror Smoke. Going to play a Mythic Kang to his own boss. Could be worth 63 if it caps. And he's going to play M7 Super Whammo, red gel, with Echo. So to give him an S8, and he'll send a point of rage down to Kel. Kel does have a -4 hinder. So Kel will have a -3. All right, Dow going to use Larvae's Lance. Going to cut the damage in half. Damage scales based on the type of weapon. Good juice. Good gel. Decent weapon. Oh, he's going to hang on. So Larvae's Lance. You don't redirect it to the boss. Larvy's Lance is just going to cut the damage in half. He's only got one source of damage. So it cuts all of his damaging stats in half. All right, so Valar's boss finally taking a little bit of damage. Damage cut in half. Valar, your boss is down 2. %. Damage cut in half. All right, let's go from Fly Rod over to Julia. 20-second timer. B-Dub's boss at 69%. Valar's boss at 92%. B-Dub at 90. All other players, 100% health. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Julia's going to move down to the bomber zone. Oh, I got to leave your watcher there. Talon Valar back to the DZ. Give her a pet repel back too. I didn't take it down there with her. Julia playing a pet repel. Going to bless the boss. Take Valar's boss back to 97%. And B-Dub, you got to have 5 Rapture to the wall. Fly's going to Judas it to the Main Street boss. So Jim, you have a F5 Rapture. Judas to Valar's boss. Hits or wait. It obviously can't be prevented because of the MIR smoke, but it can be. We can wait upon it to see what action is taken. She's going to Judas. Jim's going to use her Judas and Judas it back to the wall. B-Dub does a hit. All right, gold blue from B-Dub. All right, first blue of the game in play. And the gold is going to break Jim's seal. All right, Julia moves to the bomber zone. Talons Valar, pet repel. Plays an F5 Rapture. Fly Rod redirects it over to Villar's boss. Jim redirects it back to the wall again. B-Dub shuts it down. We got Kel, Dow, and Moonshot, and then we'll get subs in. Kel, 20-second timer. Kel is in the battleship. Timer's up. Boss health, 97 and 69. Kel did not beat the timer. Our first legit miss. Second timer is underway. It's the nerf timer. Timer's up. Beat the nerf timer. Going to move to their bomber zone. All right, enter boat. Move to their bomber zone. Mythic Kang to Fly Rod's boss. Could be worth 63. Stack another charge of MIR smoke. May or may not resolve. And bless B-Dub's boss. Take it back to 74%. Jumpstone. M7 standard ammo red gel. It hits. Very good weapon. So it can't be prevented. This MIR smoke goes away because the damage goes through. And then this MIR smoke is on top of the boss unresolved. M7 standard ammo red gel from Kel to Villar's boss. Going to take Villar's boss from 97%. Down to 68%. Villar's boss at 68%. B-Dub at 74%. All right, let's go from, we have Dow, we have Moon, and then we'll have our third round subs. Dow, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. All right. Dismiss Benny. H8, Cosmic Violet, Red Gel, Super Whammo, Mass Destruction. And where is all that damage going? And I have to, Kel, I have to go back on your attack. I did not add your hinder to the attack. I gave you full credit for that attack. You had a -4 hinder, and Fly Rod gave you a point of echo. So before I get to Dow, and that would take Kel from a M7 down to a F4. That's going to add 9% of health to Valar's boss. Valar's boss back up to 79%. Kel had an M7, should have been nerfed down to an M3, and then the point of echo would have made it an S4. And then she got the mass destruction. All right. Gold Psycho from Kel. Final Psycho for both teams. Going to go Ward to Gemstone. All right. Big shot from Dow. B-Dub going to use the Gold Psycho to shut it down. MIR, if you read the description of MIR smoke, it cannot be prevented. So the answer to your question is yes. DIs can be used, preventions cannot be used. Right. So you can't use like a priest prevention. But there's other things, obviously, like we saw the Judas, right? So DIs and other things can happen. All right. Wow, Dow was bringing the whole kitchen sink there with a super thrill. B-Dub was not having any of it. Okay, let's go to Moonshot. This is the final move of the second round, 20-second timer. Both teams, it'll get a little faster. Both teams using a lot in the first 2 rounds. There ain't going to be a lot left after a couple of rounds. So it's going to be a massacre. Timer is up. Moon. All right. We've got Mythic Kang to Fly's boss. Moon play Mythic Kang could be worth 63. S9. Super Whammo. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. S13. Super Whammo from Moon to Valar's boss. From the Dark 9. Boss health is 79%. All right. Number one, you're correct. All right, so Moon cannot play Mythic Kang. Moon forgot too. He's like, I'm so used to doing it. All right, so no Mythic Kang for Moon. All right, so Kel just played MIR Smoke. So there's MIR Smoke on the wall on the boss. So that MIR Smoke it can't be prevented. B-Dub is going to add Intalio as well. So she's going to juice it up a little bit more. So it is going to be an S9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can't prevent it. Is there anything else you would like to do? And Julia did correctly challenge the Mythic Kang. So Moon, no pet, super thrill, blue spark, a lot of juice, and then B-Dub adding Intalio. Jim says wait. We know. I mean, it scales. So better your weapon, better attack, better health. And we know Valar has good health. So good attack versus good health. All right, double gold sonar. Probably a smart play. So they're going to burn both sonars. And that is going to save 30%. And I'll do the math so you can see where we would have been without that. I think it's a good safety move. You can't fault him for playing it. I had Moon coming up still a little short, but it was a big gamble. Taking Valar's boss, who's very well geared, from 79% all the way down to 6%. Now, with the sonars, that's going to nerf it by 20%, and that is going to take Valar's boss up higher. Had they not used the sonars, it would have lived. Barely. But I think it's the right call. They went double sonar. And that is going to keep Valar's boss up to 31% left. So that's the name of the game. It's a little bit of a guessing game. So a little cat and mouse going on right now. I'm liking it. That's the end of the round. So at the end of round number one, we're going to get Moonshot a second Halo. Captains, give me your subs, please. Give me your third round subs. We'll give Fly Rod a second Halo. We're going to give Valar a second Halo. We'll give Dow a blessing. We'll give B-Dub a blessing. Kel is putting out the Dragonstone in their bomber zone. Jim putting out the Dragonstone in the O zone. Strawman 0-0. And MIR gained another 25 points. 25-0 in the DZ. All right, so we got Problem Child coming in for B-Dub in the bomber zone. Riley coming in for Kel. Kel losing her tank and her 1,000 absorptions. Over on the other side, we've got Pope coming in for Villar. All right, we got buffs from everybody. Now, at the start, before Pope's turn, Villar's boss is going to cap. They had to work for it, but it does cap. And there's a 63-point Kang that's going to cap with it. So we get 250 points for Main Street, first flag of the game. And when that flag caps, B-Dub's Dark Boss fizzles out. No longer active. Main Street's empty, and we will go to Pope. 30-second, 20-second timer, sorry. 20 seconds. Guess I got to put him in the game. All right, timer's up. Pope's going to play Tupac, which means Tupac to Jim's boss, Max Seal to Dow, Elmo to the Watchtower, all right. Okay. I saw like Min Max. Julia speaks Pope. All right, Tupac. And then Boss to Main Street. Max Seal to Dow. H7 Elmo. All right, so what Tupac does is let Jim play a second boss. Boss to Main Street, not Min Max. We got autocorrect. All right, boss going to be in 3 with cap in 5. And Elmo to the Watchtower is going to give Ark their 3rd Watchtower. We're going to reset it. Watcher on the 2nd one, nothing on the 1st and the 3rd. So, some extra juice there. All right, all good. Let's go to the problem child. B-Dub, 20 seconds. All right, beats the timer. Problem child's going to move into the temple. Going to challenge Main Street. So we got a boss by Problem Child and a boss by Pope. MIR Smoke the boss. And S8 Wedding Crasher to the Main Street boss with Mass Destruction. All right, Temple's good. Boss is good. MIR Smoke has not resolved yet. It will resolve. And S8 Wedding Crasher to the Main Street boss. Pope. Great health. S8 Wedding Crasher from B-Dub. S8 is nice. Grenade is very nice. %14 to the Pope and his boss. Up near the top of top health in the game. Everything good. Let's go from MIR Problem Child over to Gemstone. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Gonna move over there, DZ. Gonna go Seal and Thrill. Her boss did cap. Now we got a party going on in Main Street now. Now I'll get to that in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and give Jim 55 points for her king. Give Ark their second boss. Jim playing boss to Main Street. So we got Pope, Jim, and B-Dub all on Main Street. Jim playing in 3 would cap in 5. Y'all see what everybody's doing, don't you? Getting a little crazy. All right. And Jim lighting up Watchtower number 4. And an Elmo. And 2 more Mass Destruction. DZ, Seal and Thrill, and Boss, Elmo, all good. All within the timer. All right, so before we get to Fly Rod's turn, I need to cap this boss so it doesn't count against his timer. So MIR getting their first cap from Fly Rod. That is going to be flag number 1. And they're also going to get 189 points in Kangs. All right, let's kick it over to Fly Rod. Give Fly Rod 20-second timer. All right, beats the timer. Gonna go Thrill, Arc Spark, Curtis, S8 Monster, and hinder Julia. Give Julia a -2. All right, so Curtis. This entire block, Curtis is a little different with these. Where Curtis would break a seal, this whole block is nerfed. So Curtis will be nerfed, and then if the monster hits any part of this, which it's only going to hit a little bit of it, but this absorption lasts for the whole block. It's a little bit different than a seal. Not a lot with this, and you've already damaged it for 50%. So Curtis is first nerfed by the absorption. So that's going to take that green block from 50% green down to 40% green with Curtis. Then the S8 Monster is going to use itself on that 40% green, and it's going to carry over to the next one. But it's an 8, 9, 10. S10 Monster. So, even with the absorption, easily takes down the green block. No problem there. I'm not done. So, green block that had absorption. Another full green block with no buffs on it. A blue block. And after their mass destruction's calculated into it, 10% of a blue block. I got 90 blue left for Team MIR. 1.9. It's a good shot with the absorption. But Julia's probably enjoying the Stonehenge. She's like, that's a pretty cool pet. And Fly Rod enjoying the Monster Grenade. Both good moves. Let's go from Fly Rod over to Julia. Julia, you got 20 seconds. All right, Julia beating the timer. She's going to move to their tank zone. Dragon Smoke, the bomber zone that Kel had just put out. 2 of those are now off limits. Gonna send Boss over to their chest. Julia playing Boss in 3 with Cap in 5. Several bosses are out right now. S6 Rapture loaded to their wall with Divert. And it hits. MIR or Arc getting their first wall damage, and Julia picking pretty good grenade with the Rapture. We saw an S6 Rapture hit earlier. This has a little bit more mass destruction. Julia able to take down a black block and 70% of a green block. MIR had taken 50% with very little mass destruction. Arc had a little more MD on it. Let me back that up. Julia is hindered. Scratch that, what I just said. Julia's got a -2. Julia taking a black block. And 30% of a green block, 70 green remaining. Got to get that hinder in there. All right, let's go from Julia over to Samurai from the tank zone. I had to find her. 20 seconds, Samurai. Got Samurai, Dow, and Moon. Samurai beats the timer. She's going to head from the tank zone to the temple steps because the temple is occupied at the moment. Going to go boss to their chest. Samurai playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. Going to play Dragon Smoke. Let me know where you want the Dragon Smoke, Bomber Zone or the O Zone. E1 Elmo to the Watchtower, and we're up to 12 mass destruction. And Jim, let me know if the Elmo hits. Does hit. Let's light up Watchtower number 1 for MIR and give them an Elmo. And Samurai, Bomber Zone or O Zone. And while you're letting me know that, I'm going to go over to Dow and go ahead and get his move going from the temple. 20 seconds, Dow. He does still have his tank. I think him and Fly Rod, the only vehicles on the field. Timer's up. Dow did not beat the timer. And Samurai still need to know which Dragonstone. Or anyone from MIR can let me know which Dragonstone. Two different ones. All right. Oh, it is. We're going to do, Riley chose Bomber. We'll go with Bomber since it was her smoke. All right. There you go. Ozone is still dimmed. All right. Gold Spark from Dow to Moon. It's going to make Moon half his size with the Gold Spark. S6 Elmo loaded to the wall. Going to hinder Moon. And going to play Dragon Smoke. Dow, you don't have a target for Dragon Smoke. So, Gold Spark Moon. S6 Elmo loaded to the wall with hinder. So I won't charge you the Dragon Smoke, but I'm not going to let you play I can't say it, a replacement smoke. So you can type no Dragon Smoke. It's not valid. You do have it for later, but that's it. All right, Gold Spark. Let's give him the Elmo. Going to hinder Moon. -2 Moon on your attack. And let's go with that S6 Elmo. It's decent damage. Elmo's it's a good grenade. And Dow is not hindered, so he's going to get the full effect of this one. And we know by previous damage on the walls that Got 1.7. Take down to 0.7, and you take down the green. So 3 full blue blocks for arc, and on the other side, 1.9. All right, moonshot, finish it up. Final move of round number 3. We got Irish Dave watching, so he's checking us out, everybody. And keep in mind, those people that are new that are watching, these are 7-round games. So we play 4 in the first half, and then 3 in the second half, different zones. So usually matches about 3 hours, sometimes a little quicker. Moonshot beats the timer. He is going to jump on over to the other portal, other side, beside the Pope. And he's going to release that sub. And he's going to splash Dow out of his tank. And out of the temple. And that's going to give Moonshot a second wave award. So 2 waves for Moon. And does beat the timer. And that is the end of round number 3. At the end of round number 3, Samurai is going to rotate into the temple. Dow is not. So that gives 1 blessing to Team MIR. They have double occupied. MPC and Riley splitting it. Dow not. Straw men are 0-0. DZ, I've got Arc getting 25 this round. MIR getting 0. Fly Rod getting a 3rd Halo. Moonshot getting a 3rd Halo. Pope getting his 1st Halo for occupying the DZ. All right, everybody, that is 3 rounds in the books. And we're going to start round number 4, the final round of the first half, with the Pope. Pope, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Let's see if Pope beats the timer. Did not beat the timer. I got to give him a second 20-second timer to get the nerf timer going. Beats the second one, not the first one. Mythic Kang to the first Main Street boss. One with the MIR smoke on it. Arc Smoke. 6's Red Gel Super Thrill Whammo to their boss on Main Street. All right, so we got MPC. MPC's working on his health or her health. No juice on it. Going to do a little damage. Does have Super Thrill. Okay, you got a little juice on it. So, Whammo Super Thrill is going to be an S3 on Main Street. The Problem Child. Going to take the Problem Child. It's a good weapon. Middle of the pack weapon. Taking Problem Child down to 89%. Okay hit. And give me 1 second. I'll go back and check one thing. Pope's Boss is at 86%. Problem Child hit it round one. So MPC's Boss 89, Pope's Boss 86. All right, let's move on to Problem Child. 20 seconds. B-Dub from the Temple. All right, gonna go Mythic Kang to the side chest. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. Dragon Smoke to the Ozone. H9 Goliath loaded. Use Glacier, which means going to do a couple things. One, it's going to hit. So to break the MIR smoke. Number two, they're going to Glacier it, cut it in half. H4.5, going to cut the Goliath down to a Cataclysm. And then we're going to add the Mass Destruction 12 back on top of it. Going to make it about a 4.5 Carnage. Going to take Pope's Boss from 86% down to 79%. All right, after Problem Child, let's go over to Gemstone. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Jim's going to move over to their rover zone. Jim going to go E3 Azar. Going to drop some MIR smoke, maybe for the next person. So E3 Azar. Passive. And adds Rage. So she can play it with her pet out because it's a Rage boost. S8 Ultra Bullseye. We're going to put a bullseye on the target. S8 Whammo. Super Whammo. S14. It's a good hit. And the bullseye will be there. But it hasn't resolved yet. And again, Problem Child starting to get geared. So the boss does reflect the health pool. Gemstone. 40-point shot taking the Problem Child from 89 down to 49%. Nice Pet Rage. S8, upgraded weapon, good ammo, good shot. Pope sitting at 79%, Problem Child sitting at 49%. All right, let's go from Gemstone over to the champ. 20 seconds, fly. Got Fly Rod, Julia, Samurai, Dow, and Moon. Old school MIR and Arc doing what they do. Fly Rod beats the timer. Scold Pope. Using Dragon Smoke on the DZ. It is out because Jim was there. So good play by Fly Rod. Catch that. All stones are lit. So we got a Scold to Pope. Fly Rod, H9, Monster loaded to the wall. That's going to give me a 9, a 10. No hinder on Fly Rod. I got an S10 Monster. And a Scold to Pope. Jim, does it hit? All right, Mythic Blue from the Pope. So Scold looks like it is going to hit. So Fly Rod playing Scold. Let me move Dow so I can get this target. All right, we're on Light Watchtower number 2. We're also going to give Fly Rod an absorption from the Scold. But the Monster, little too much. Grenade. So we're going to go Mythic. First blue of the game. And that Mythic is going to break Fly Rod's seal. And the carryover damage, his absorption, the carryover damage is going to break his seal. And a little bit of damage to the Pope takes him down to 92% personally, not his boss. All right, we're going to go from Fly Rod over to the Assassin. 20 seconds, Julia. That's absolutely a thing. You have to go to the Doomsday. Would you like to use a PvP key? All right. So Julia, going to leave the tank zone. She has to go to the Doomsday device. And there's no MIR smoke on it. So B-Dub, Julia's going to deal 50% to the Problem Child's boss. It hits. Julia with a Ruffled Feather. Actually, maybe there was MIR smoke on it. Sorry. My bad. Couldn't have been prevented anyway. There was MIR smoke on it from Gemstone. Good 1-2 combo. Sorry for the delay, everybody. All right. Julia getting a boss kill on MIR and also getting a Ruffled Feather. Congratulations. So the two bosses now on Main Street. There was a bullseye on it too. That would not have helped the Doomsday device. It's just straight up 50%. All right, so now we got Pope's Boss on Main Street and Jim's Boss on Main Street. All right, let's go from Julia with the ruffled feather over to Samurai from the temple. I think you guys are just happy to be damaging and killing stuff again. I mean, this is crazy. Beats the timer. Samurai going Mythic Kang to her boss. Could be worth 63 if it caps in 5. Seal and Thrill. Shatter. So we're going to start out Shatter. That was a 90% blue. It's going to take it down to 65 blue. And S8, S9, Monster is nothing to play around with. Samurai. Oh, this is going to be nice. S9 Monster time. Look at this. Takes down to 65% blue. Takes down a blue. Touches it, takes down a Teardrop. And takes down a red block. MIR down to 2 red blocks. One of them does have absorption. But Samurai, nice wall shot. Not as good as a kill shot, but a wall shot is second best. All right, let's go over to Dow. Dow, 20-second timer for you. We got Dow, and then we got Moon Shot. See what I did there? All right, beats the timer. Dow's going to Talon Julia to the tank zone. Not sure why. that one's going to hurt in the morning when you realize what just happened. All right, it's Talon Julia to the tank zone. H5 Elmo, Thrill Smoke to the wall with Mass Destruction 2. Sure Julia's cussing somewhere. Elmo hits. All right, let's get a little wall damage on here. H5, 6. Blue block. And a blue block. After your mass destruction is calculated. All right, and the final move of the first half is going to be Moonshot. 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Going to DZ portal back to the other side. He's not gold sparked any longer. Shatter. Let me get to Shatter first. Shatter's going to take them down to 1.75. Hendricks going to light up 3 watchtowers, so that'd be watchtower number 3. Let's give MIR that one. Then we would reset it, and we'd go 2, which would be this one and this one, which would put them up to watchtower number 5. 5 to 4. Petro to Pope. We're going to knock Pope out of the DZ. And let's give him the Elmo. All right. Hendricks is good. Movement is good. Petro's good. And look, I'm not saying this is move of the year stuff, but it's a very solid move. Moonshot in one fell swoop. Just moved, shattered, hit a watchtower, got 75 points into DZ, all in one shot there. So that is the end of the first half. So captains, give me your second half subs. And he did cause an avalanche. And the avalanche is going to break some seals. We'll get to that in a second. Maybe. So Moon hit number 3 with the Elmos. That should have lit up 3. And then Hendricks would have lit 1, 2, 3. So MIR has 6 watchtowers, not 5. All right, so DZ, MIR, 75 points. Arc 0. Temple, Samurai, and Problem Child. Getting a blessing. Julia's seal was broken. Dow's seal was broken. Jim's seal was broken. This is all from the avalanche, by the way. Julia able to get the tank zone twice. Fly Rod with 4 blessings. I'm sorry, 4 halos. Moonshot with 4 halos. All right, let's go to round 5. We got B-Dub coming in. Problem Child out. B-Dub in. We got Kel coming back in for Samurai. Good job, Samurai. JJ coming in for Fly Rod, and then Samurai going back in the O-Zone. Fly heading out. Great job, Fly. Looking solid tonight. And JJ. All right, so B-Dub, JJ, Riley, Kel, Moon. All good. On the other side, looks like we're going to have do I have Arc? All right, Busy for Pope, Sheila in the O-Zone. Flip-flop them. Put Sheila up there, we'll put Busy there. All right, Busy, Julia, Shaman, Dow, and Jim. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, here's going to be the order in round number 5. And we'll have Boss's cap before we start, so don't worry about that. But the order in Irish Dave, in round 5 and 6, we actually add an additional player. So it's 4 versus 4. 5 and 6, we add a new zone called the O-Zone, and players come in off the bench, and they have turret guns up on the top of those. So that's for 2 rounds. So it's going to be Busy, B-Dub, Gemstone, JJ, Julia, Kel, Dow, Moonshot, Shaman Sheila, and Samurai. And Samurai will go out, come back in, but her boss will cap on Kel's turn, because she's going to the O-Zone and she's in a different player position. Okay, so in round number 5, Busy, before you go, we're going to fizzle out Jim's boss. Her boss is gone because Pope's boss caps, and a 63-point Kang caps with it. So flags should now be 3 flags for Arc, 1 flag for MIR. All right, Busy B, you're up. 20-second timer, Busy B. Beats the timer easily. All right, Busy's going to play Boss to Main Street. Boss in 5, we cap in 7. Going to go Seal, F5 Elmo to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction up to 10. B-Dub, let me know if that Elmo hits. Nope, she says wait. Samurai's going to Judas that over to MIR's Watchtower. Gemstone, does it hit? Samurai going to redirect that grenade over to the other side. Does hit. Samurai with a 10-point Elmo, and MIR with Watchtower number 7. 7-4. All right, let's go from Busy B over to B-Dub. B-Dub, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beats the timer. B-Dub is going to move into the temple. Skull to Dow, Vines to Dow, F4, Elmo to the Watchtower. It hits. All right, Skull to Dow. We're going to light up Watchtower number 8. And Elmo to the other Watchtower, MIR. With all 9 Watchtowers lit up, that will give them 225 for the Watchtowers and a 100-point Watchtower bonus. And an Elmo to go with it. And some Vines to Dow. Going to take him down to 90%. And a Scold is going to take him down from 90% down to 82%. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone, 20 seconds. Jim and then JJ. Jim beats the timer. Going to move over to their tank zone. Go heal and seal. Gold Gideon. Give MIR a -24. H9 Elmo to the Watchtower with Echo. He is obliterating that Watchtower. H9, big time. Slow down, Tex. All right, that Watchtower is lit and lit. If you had any doubt, it is lit. Send a point of Echo down to Julia. She is mad at that Watchtower. All right, moves to the tank zone. Heal and seal, Gold Gideon, and obliterating the Watchtower. And let's go from Gemstone over to JJ. 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Mythic Kang to their boss. JJ checking to make sure the coast is clear and running on over into the temple. Dropping a seal. H9 Wedding Crasher to the wall. It hits. And that is 0.75. Takes down to 7.5. Mass destruction 12. Luckily, there was mass destruction, because if there wasn't that much mass destruction and the Echo, you wouldn't have gotten past that absorption, but she does. JJ taking down both blocks and a gold bar for JJ. Let's rebuild it. No gold bar for JJ, but the pleasure of taking down the wall and having a Dominari played on you. All right, let's go from JJ over to Julia. Julia, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Julia going to move to the bomber area. Euclid kill. Send a max seal over to Sheila. Send a ward over to Dow. Julia's boss does cap. That is flag number 4. Currently 4 flags to 1. M7 monster loaded to the wall with Loom. It's a nice shot, especially with Loom. Julia does have a -2 hinder. M5 or H5. Or I guess it would be a Fury 5, right? After it's reduced. Does have Echo. S6. 10 mass destruction. And strongest grenade in the game with Loom. So Loom does really help you out. Best ability and best grenade. Blue block. Let's take that teardrop out of play. Easily takes that down. Red block and a red block. 1 red block remaining. Nice shot. All right, we go to Kel. We skip Kel. We go to Dow and Ward. Dow, you're up. 20 seconds. I did. I even said it. Timer's up. And that is correct. Riley's boss will cap on that Euclid turn. Timer's up, Dow. And did not make the timer. We'll start a nerf timer. Does beat the second timer. All right. His move is posted. It's locked in. So let me cap Kel's boss, or Riley's boss. That is going to be flag number 2 for MIR. And 189 points in Kings. All right, Dow's going to move to the Temple Steps. Going to release Ward. Boss to their chest. Dow's playing boss in 5 with cap in 7. Going to go heal and seal. E4 monster to the wall with loom. It does hit. It's 1 red block. Dow playing it safe. And walls are now 1 wall to 1 wall. Dow with a gold bar. All right, flags are 4 to 2, walls are 1 to 1. We got extras, as you guys have seen. Everybody's scrapping to get every point they can get. And let's go from Dow over to Moonshot. Moonshot, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Moon beat the timer. We'll play boss over on the side chest. Moon playing boss in 5, cap in 7. Put some torment on busy. Gonna go Anthrax Wand. Steal busy seal. And Jim, I'm going to hold up. Let me know what you're going to do. All right, Mythic Blue. Okay, so Moon stealing her seal, tormenting. Anthrax Wand. Red wands are now out of play. And Moon's going to move into range, so he's going to leave the DZ. Get right there so he can throw a grenade at the wall. Going to snowstorm it. And Mythic Blue from Pope. And that is going to break the seal that Moon just swiped. See why he took it? That's fine. They both have one, and they both used them. All right. Both players have Mythic Blues, and both players have now used them, so 2 are off the books. Boss is good. Torment is good. Anthrax to steal the seal long enough for it to be broken. And Snowstorm is stopped. All right, let's go over to the Shaman. Shaman Sheila. 20 seconds. We have Shaman and we got Samurai. All right, easily beats the timer. Summon Grizz to B-Dub. Banish Wand Busy. So Busy cannot be lifted or knocked out of her zone. And Nirvana wands are now out of play. She's going to get in the turret. S8 Snowstorm to the wall with mass destruction. Both teams up to 12. All right, B-Dub, you got a Grizz coming at you. And a Snowstorm loaded. Gold blue for Moonshot. Each team with 1 blue remaining. And how about the Grizz? All right, she's sailing. She knows. All right, Grizz going to launch her up in the air and over here in the no zone. All right, B-Dub taking a little bit of damage from Grizz, not much. I got her down to 95 fall damage. Grizz is good, Banish is good, hopping in the turret. Can also torment B-Dub. Moon with the gold blue. The gold from the gold blue is going to break Sheila's seal. And let's go over to Samurai. 20-second timer to the Samurai. Beats the timer. She's going to go Thraxus to B-Dub. That is a pre-Dragon Storm. And B-Dub is tormented, so she's trying to get some extra juice there. Don't blame her. That'll give B-Dub a +3 in the Dragon Storm round. She's going to get in the turret as well. Going to Talon Bonnie to the temple. Going to put some torment on Gemstone. And M7 Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Echo. That's going to give B-Dub another point going into Dragon Storm. Echo will carry over. So S8 for Samurai. And then she's also from the turret, which will give her a +2 bonus. That'd be an S10. S10 Snowstorm. Jim says wait. All right, Ark, what is the move? All right, Phantom from Sheila. Going to get rid of the Torment Smoke. All right, that's it. So the snowstorm hits, and that is a 7, 8, 9, 10 snowstorm. Wall number 2 with mass destruction. Black, green, 20% green, 80 green remaining. And let's roll the dice. Going into Dragonstorm, and let's see which block is going to be frozen. Block number 1. That's probably the best luck you could have had, to be honest. First block is frozen. Not the snowstorm that MIR wanted, but hey, take any snowstorms you can get, especially with all this hot weather. All right, Thraxis is good. Everything else is good. That is the end of round number 5. It's time for the Dragonstorm, everybody. Dragonstorm. We roll the dice to find out what the rage is going to look like. And it is Hinder. No rage in Dragonstorm round. It is going to be a negative modifier for both teams. Question is, how much negative will they have? -2. Each player will have an extra -2 hinder on their attack. All right, let's go to round number 6. Busy Bee, 20-second timer. If you have hinder, you now have more hinder. And you can go above the 4 cap. Timer's up. Busy Bee is tormented. It does not. Hinder falls off in round 7. Busy did not make the timer. She's tormented. She's going to send torment over to JJ. Gold Kang to her boss. Could be worth 55 for Busy Bee. Trixie to their boss and the wall. That's why the snowstorm, MIR any other block would have been better, obviously. See if it hits. Hits. So Trixie to their boss, almost nothing. We'll take Moonshot's boss down to 99%. but is going to break the snowstorm ice block. Let's go from busy over to B-Dub. B-Dub, 20, actually, hold up, everybody. I'm not going to start her timer. Last round, I got to score some things here. I got to give Busy a halo. I got to give a blessing to Team MIR. B-Dub and JJ in the temple. Strawman 0-0. DZ was 25 arc, 0 for MIR. Jim Stone got the tank zone and also got the siege. Congratulations, Jim, 100-point siege. And now we're caught up. Now B-Dub, 20-second timer. Got B-Dub, Jim, and then JJ. Beats the timer. B-Dub, going to use Ancient. Because we know we got that hinder problem. So she's going to double her personal mass destruction, not the team's. It's also going to summon Mags. So we'll get Mags out here. Remember, Mags going to be hanging out with B-Dub. Mags also comes with their very own seal. All right, so B-Dub's going to start out with a shatter. 80% green. Let's take it down to 55 green. Gemstones, you got a monster. It's also going to torment Julia, so let me take that over to Julia. It hits, so we got a monster +4 because of the buff she had coming in. We'll deduct a 2. She also had a -2 prior to that. So basically it's going to be a monster with no juice. The only thing she's getting is the mass destruction for herself doubled, which is going to increase the strength of the grenade. And it does hit. 55% green. Taking the green off the board. And 70% of a blue block. B-Dub. %30 blue. That's a good shot with no juice on it. So keep in mind how she doubled her mass destruction there. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone. 20-second timer. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Start a second nerf timer for Gem. It's be 10% nerf. Beats the second timer. No nerf on the attack. Gonna send Torment over to Kel. Gold Rage. F5 Snowstorm with Disperse. Is a 5, 6, 7, 8. S6. Snowstorm with Disperse. Adding extra damage to it. It'll have the effect of a snowstorm with the power of a monster. JJ's going to Phantom Cape the Torment. And the grenade hits. All right, we're going to take down Black Block. Mass destruction included 65% of a green block. 35 green remaining. And let's get a die roll. We've got 7 blocks. So we're going to roll an 8-sider. 7 and 8 will be the final block. Everything else will fall in order. It is block number 1. Wow. Both teams not getting their money's worth on the snowstorms tonight. Freezing block number 1. I'm going to say yes, Moon. She could also be hit, but something we'll talk about. I don't know we've had it one way or the other, so I'm going to say yes since it's already played out. I don't see a reason not to, but we'll talk about it. Too far into the game to kind of assess all of that right now, but I don't have a problem with the target being hit, but yeah. It's a good question. We'll debate it throughout the week to see if it's something I don't have a problem with that play sticking around though. All right, we go from Jim over to JJ, who is also tormented. Yep, and JJ playing Curtis to the wall. Again, no snowstorms, just didn't do wonders for either team. Curtis to the wall, torment to Dow, and absorption. Gonna light a straw man. And gonna summon Weber. It hits. All right. So Curtis is going to break the snowstorm. Straw man number 1 is going to be lit up. Torment to Dow is good. Absorption is going to be broken as soon as she got it because of the straw man. Shot is good. Pet is good. And mass destruction 14. All right, let's go from JJ over to Julia. Julia, you're tormented as well. 20 seconds. No, you do not. Because that was a gear set bonus 5 seasons ago. Beats the timer. Julia playing Jin Shi. All right, Julia giving all MIR players another point of hinder. So MIR, another -1 rest of this round. Going to summon Sirs to get rid of her hinder. Going to torment Moon. And monster loaded with Echo. All right, so we got a monster. With a +1, Echo. But then it's going to be eaten up by all the hinder on the board. So it's a monster grenade. No juice. %35 green. You get the rest of the green block. And with your mass destruction, $35 down. Get another 20% of the green block. You got 80 of that green block remaining. All right, go from Julia over to Kel. Twenty seconds. Kel has a -2 from Dragonstorm and a -1 from Julia's Jin Shi. Everybody from MIR will have a -1 the rest of this round. Kel playing Jin Shi, which means Dow and Sheila will share in that as well. Going to head over to the temple steps. Red Nolan. Torment Sheila. H9 monster loaded with Loom. Kel with a 9. 876. S6 monster with Loom. About the best you're going to get probably in a negative Dragon Storm. $30 blue. The Loom helps. Finishing off the blue. Taking down a full blue. And after your mass destruction and the carryover, 50% more blue. Down to half a blue block remaining for MIR. Slow selling on this wall, right? All right, let's go from Kel over to Dow, who is also tormented. 20 seconds, Dow. Beats the timer. Dow's tormented, so I'm just going to relocate his smoke because next turn he won't be tormented. Over to Samurai. Go Mythic Kang to his boss. Could be worth 63. Monster loaded. Going to bring the boom. And again, no juice on the attack. No, it's not. Loom is the best thing you can do for a monster grenade. He's adding 10% to the monster with no juice on it. He gets no echo because there's a -2, Julia, on every player. And Kel played Jin Shi, which gives everybody from Arc a -3. So there's no juice on the attack because he was tormented. He can't get above the -3. With the boom and the 12 charges of mass destruction, Dow, you finish off the green block. No carryover. Moonshot. You're up and you are tormented. We got Moon, Sheila, and Samurai. Every player tormented. And every player facing a -3 if they were to find a way to get above the torment. All right. Moon beats the timer. Going to max seal B-Dub. Monster to the wall. He's going to boom and loom. Loom is the better play. Moon with the boom and the loom. Spells doom. Soon. For everyone in the room. Because it's juice he needs to consume. Look at Villar. Villar's calling him out. She's like, that's what you played first. It's like, because Villar knows all about that, right? Because she put their wall first, right? So she knows from experience. She can't challenge though. No, boom is. Yeah. Boom is a 10% bonus to any attack, and loom is for the strongest grenade. Illegal challenge, Villar. It hits. All right, Moon with a monster grenade. We've seen this one as well. 50% blue. Taking down the blue block. And the carryover and your mass destruction. Going to add a little more to it. That blue block is gone. And 25% of a red block is gone. 75 red remaining. All right, let's go over to Shaman. Sheila from the turret and is tormented. 20 seconds. Shaman beating the timer. Mythic Kang to Busy's boss. Could be worth 63. Monster loaded with loom. Sheila gets a +2 bonus from the turret, but there's a -2 for Dragonstorm, and Kel play Jin Shi, which means no juice on it. So B-Dub, you got a monster with loom. It does hit. After mass destruction, %, of a blue block. You got 10% blue remaining. All right, and after Shaman, let's go over to Samurai. Samurai, final attack in round 6. She's going to go Gold Gideon, give Arc -24. Super Thrill, Blue Spark, Monster loaded. She's got a +2. And a blue spark gives us a 3. 4, 5, 6 minus 3 is going to be a S3 monster loaded. Jim says wait. S3 with loom. All right. She said wait and hits. So I will let it hit, but there is a delay of game warning. 5-point penalty for delay of game. All right, does hit. $75 red. Taken down. 75 red and taken down 50% of the next red block. MIR with only 2.5 red blocks remaining in a pretty difficult wall. All right, that is the end. Captains, give me your final 4. Busy Bee with a second halo. Arc, 25 points in the DZ to 0. MIR, 5 points. Strawman, Arc 0. We got a Ace Award for Sheila and Samurai. So we got B-Dub, JJ, Kel, and Moon. Villar, Jim, Julia, and Dow. All right, we should cap a couple bosses. I won't count my bosses before they hatch. Finish strong. We got a good game. Before we get to Villar, I've got Busy Bee and Shaman. 118 points in Kangs on Main Street. Arc getting their 5th flag. All right, let's go over to Villar, your final move of the night. Hold on. Don't go yet. I got to take you guys out of the lineup. Let's take Samurai off the field. Let's take Shaman off the field. Let's take Busy off the field. Let's put Villar back on the field. All right, we should be good. All right, Villar, 20 seconds. Final round, everybody. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Gonna go Cray to B-dub. Super Thrill. See if Cray deals damage. Cray does deal damage, which means it'll break her seal. She is sealed. Blackout 1, there'll be no DZ points. I'm going to black out the DZ. All wands have been used tonight. And Villar going H9 Snowstorm Grenade from the grenade launcher. Echo, Super Thrill. And they're going to go double sonar. So they're going to let it hit. All right, let me calculate. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus mass destruction. Double mythic sonar is going to nerf at 40%. And then they'll get their mass destruction. It'll kick in. Villar moving in range. It's implied because she blacked out the DZ. All right, we'll take Villar down to S8. And we're going to nerf her Snowstorm. To a Cataclysm, then we're going to juice it back up to a Specialty Grenade. Still, it's going to be a pretty good shot. And she's going to add Intaglio to the end of it. Still going to give her S11 Elmo equivalent. No snowstorm effect. No snowstorm effect because there's no black block there. S11 Elmo equivalent's a good hit. Strong wall. That's 10% of a blue block remaining. Take down the blue. Take down a blue. Let me give you 75% of the next blue block, Villar. It's a good hit. 25 blue remaining. Remember, that first one was only 10% because of Sheila's big hit. And that includes the Intaglio and the mass destruction added on top of it. And the nerf from the 2 mythic sonars. All right, let's go from Villar over to B-Dub, final shot of the night. Beats the timer pretty easily. She's going to go Gold Gideon. Let's give Ark another minus 24. All right, she's got Patent, Lithium, Blue Spark. No juice on the attack. All right, I mean, she's got thrill. All right, I'm going to start out with mags. So mag's going to steal 2 blocks. Now I see why you didn't put no juice on it. Smart play. All right, mag's going to steal 2 blocks. Red block, red block. Patton's going to give her 1. Blue Spark will give her 2. Thrill will give her 3. And using the lithium, S3, not a lot. Not a lot extra, but enough. So B-Dub is going to, lithium's going to spread the flame to straw man number 2. It's going to give MIR a second wall. It's also going to give B-Dub a gold bar. All right, so let's get that second block up there. 2 flags, 2 blocks. Dominari is going to prevent the gold bar. Villar with the bar block. Nonetheless, they get the wall down. All right, B-Dub with the well-timed attack. Set it up nicely. Gold Gideon as well. Mags does what Mags does. We're down to the final 6 players. And I think we got a pretty close one. Not sure, but it seems like it's a close one. Let's go over to Gemstone. Gemstone, you got 20 seconds. All right, beats the timer. Red sender for points. Seal and Thrill, F4 Monster with Loom. So we're looking at a S5 with Echo makes the S6. B-Dub's going to let this one hit. S6. Got 25% blue remaining. Also adding Loom to it. Blue's off the board. Full red is off the board. Mass Destruction and Loom. 30% red off the board. I got 70 red left for Arc. 2.7 on this side of the fence. Let's go over to JJ. 20-second timer, JJ. I know we got people from Sly and Vox wishing they were playing Wednesday night now because they're liking his style. All right, Weber. Going to go over and take the black block. First block is off the board. Gonna send a max seal over to B-Dub. Gold blue from Jim. And the gold blue is going to break JJ's seal. Grenade doesn't hit. Weber does. She gets the juice from the rage. And we're down to 4 moves remaining. Julia, you're up. 20-second timer. Julia going to play Phoenix to their wall. She's going to turn a green block into a black block. H9 Navy. All right, got a 5-point delay game penalty for Team MIR. And the H9 Navy is going to hit. So 9, 10, 11 from Julia's launcher. 12, 13, 14. There is no disperse because it's not a specialty grenade. It's a Navy. So S14 Navy with no disperse. And after your mass destruction, it's a good hit. Taking down 70%. And then the rest of the juice in the carryover, another 80%. You got 20 of that red remaining. 1.2 left. All right, let's go over to Kel. Kel, 20-second timer. We have Kel, Dow, and Moonshot. Timer's up. Nerf timer. Beats the timer. Gonna go gold Gideon. Got Kel and Nolan. S8. 9, 10, 11. All right, so preventing Kel and Nolan hits. All right, 1 prevention and 1 gets through. We'll check out the damage on the third wall. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with boom, adding extra firepower to the monster. Taken down. The black block, which is the green block, but it's just points. Taken down a green block and taken down 75% of a blue block, 25 blue remaining. Two players left to go. Game should still be in the balance, I think. Maybe not. Dow, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Dow's going through his bag looking for a stealth grenade right now. Is going to shatter. That does get you a block. Finishes off the rest of that block with the shatter. And you got Gold Curtis, H9 Navy. All right. Gold Curtis is not going to take down the red block. Sadly, it's that close. Gold Curtis is going to hit you about for a quarter of a block. And B-Dub's going to use the prevention, so that block's going to stay. And let's go over to, because she saved her prevention, Moonshot, final move of the night. And it will tally up score. 20 seconds. Timer's up. We start a nerf timer. This will be for a 10% nerf. Beats the timer. No nerf on the final attack. Going to go red Phoenix to their wall. Going to turn that red into a blue. S8. Heal. I'm going to give you the boom this time because I actually gave you the loom last time. Even though you typed it backwards. S8 heal and thrill. Jim, just confirm it hits. And we'll finish it off. S8, 9. Phoenix is not considered a scoring pet. 8, 9 with boom. All right. So here we go. 25 blue. we finish off the blue, and a blue, and a blue. And 35% red. Not taking down the red block. They'll get it with the blessings. That is it, everybody. What a match. MIR with another blessing. They have 7 blessings. B-Dub getting a golden orb. Congratulations, B-Dub. There's 100 points. PCP DZ. Fly Rod and Moon getting all 150 of them. They tied. $75 points for Moon, 75 points for Fly Rod. All right, final round. Strawman, 10 points for MIR, 0 for Arc. DZ, 0-0. Each team capped another boss. Another Kang for Arc. Arc with 6 bosses tonight. MIR got their 3rd. All right, everybody, great job. Awesome match. Take a deep breath. You guys give me less than 5 minutes. I'll tally all the scores and come back, and I'll announce our winner and how they went about winning tonight. We'll be right back. I guess I'll give you guys the rest of the blessings first. So, final blessing count. MIR had 7. So let's take those 4 down. And then give them 3 more. And then we'll give MIR their 3rd wall. Let's go over to Arc. That blue block right there. Arc had 2. So kind of worked out okay for Arc there. And we'll just basically take down this block. They'll get minus 25 on that wall. And we'll give them a second full block. And we'll give them a black block after we rebuild it. So MIR with a little bit over a full block advantage. I got a feeling the PCP DZ might factor in this game, though. That was kind of sneaky at the end. I just got a feeling that those points are going to be huge. All right, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and I got a final score for you guys. Great match. Big shout out. This was a brand new format, so it's new. A lot of fun. We want to try it out, and here we go. We're going to go down to the wire with this. So, starting out with the flag game. Flag game, Arc super strong. MIR tried to, I won't say they tried to steal Main Street, but they definitely put on a really good bluff in the beginning while they were capping Kangs. Wasn't a complete bluff because they did use some preventions on it, but that's the way Main Street played out. A semi-bluff, I would call it. Anyway, Arc, 1,050 on flags. MIR, 600 points. Arc, big flag advantage, right? They controlled that part of the game. MIR flipped a switch on them and went to the wall game about halfway through. 920 points for MIR. How did they get to 920 points? You can see the blocks up there. And remember, one of the Phoenix took 5 points away. On the other side, Arc was able to get 2 full walls and the 5, but they had a negative 25. So that put them at 580. So MIR made up the advantage right there. So after you take flags and walls, pretty even game. Strawman, really no factor. 15 points for MIR, 0 for Arc. Kangs, almost even. MIR, higher upgraded Kangs. It was 378 to 362. So almost even in that regard. When these two teams play, they play pretty even. That's why I said every move, Occupy, Siege, PCP is going to come down to the wire. Siege and Occupy, MIR got nothing. Flyrod wasn't in long enough to get the Occupy. Kel subbed out, so they didn't really go for the Siege or the Occupy. On the other side, Arc had a chance, didn't really get the rhythm going with Julia with the Siege and Occupy. Jim did get the Siege. Long story short, 100 points for Arc, 0 points for MIR. Watchtower. Arc got off to a good start, Watchtower. Then Hendricks came in and changed the game around. MIR, 325 points in Watchtowers. Arc, 125. So another advantage to MIR. DZ, MIR had that one round where they got 75. That was pretty much the difference. 125 for MIR, 75 for Arc. Timers were 280 for MIR, 260 for Arc. It's very rare that Arc does not win a timer game, but that's kind of what happened tonight. Overall, after you take those into consideration, it was pretty close. It was within 100 points right there. But MIR had a 100-point lead. So you know when we get to the PCP DZ, MIR pulled away. They had a cannonball, a tire, Moonshot got 2 wave awards, the ace, the orb, and 150 DZ points. On the other side, Arc, gold bar. They couldn't get that second gold bar. That was tough. A ruffled feather by Julia. Tire, ace award, and that's it. And then you had the extras with the Kangs, with the dark bosses, all of those things. MIR with 40 in extras, minus 29 in deductions for a net plus 11. Arc 127 in extras, but they had a negative 102 with the gold Gideons, etc., giving them a net 25. Final score, MIR 3,029, Arc 27. MIR with about a 300-point win on the road. Good strategy, good battle, and a good use of resources. So it really came down to resource use. Both teams, I think, adapted very well. But MIR, a few less mistakes tonight. And with this type of game, that's what it's going to boil down to. Great job by both teams. Arc, a game in first place. By the percentages, MIR, super hot. It's a long season. So we will see these teams again for sure. So congratulations, both teams. And I will see you guys. We got a little trivia tomorrow night. But let me remind you again, take a look. This is not the updated standings. This is prior to coming into tonight. So you can see both teams now with 8 wins. Arc, 1 less loss. And then we will be back here for Faction Wars next Monday and it's a brand new format as well. But we got Sly traveling into MIR. It's going to be a little bit of surprise. Ark goes on the road for Team Vox. You guys have a great night, and awesome job tonight. Irish Dave, thank you so much for hanging out. Irish Dave's enthusiasm reminds me of Craven when Craven first started playing, when he was like, wow, this game's got a lot of detail to it, and it just keeps growing and keeps growing. So my challenge to all of you guys as the players is, especially with our Walking Dead fans, get the word out. We got some gamers out there that I think would love to be a part of your factions and your guilds, and I think it would do some of you guys some good just to have some new dialogue with some new players and get them into the game. That's my thoughts. I'm Kills. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow night for a little bit of trivia. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.